Hi Year 3, we're on to lesson 4 I think now of science, and we're carrying on with learning about magnets. So last time I did a video I asked you to do a science investigation, and it was all about which things stick to magnets and which things don't. And I did say at the end of the video that the coins might be a little bit of a surprise. So when you did the experiment, you were asked to predict before you did the experiment which objects would stick to the magnet and which ones would not. I wonder what your ideas were. So, when you made your predictions, as I asked you to, you were trying to use your own experience to say what you thought was going to happen with the objects. And I'm guessing that a lot of you would have predicted that anything that was made of a metal would probably stick to the magnet and be magnetic, and anything that was not made out of metal would not be magnetic. But are you right? Well, let's have a look at some of these. So I've got a magnet here that is exactly like the ones you've got in your pack. I know actually that anything that doesn't have any metal in it is not magnetic. So that prediction, if you made it, is true. But are every single metals that exist in the world magnetic? Well, interestingly, the answer is no, they're not. So I can prove it to you. So let's try these coins first of all. Oh, now you can see that because it's light, this paper fastener is made of brass, and brass has a bit of iron in it, and it is attracted to the magnet and it's sticking. What about this 50p? That's made of metal. I should be able to pick it up, but it's just not interested and it is not sticking to my coin at all. And the same with this 2p. So that's quite interesting. This bottle cap is made of steel, and you can see it's sticking to the magnet. Steel is made of iron mixed in with other things. So the Iron Man, if we went and stuck a magnet on him, would be stuck to the magnet. Foil is made of metal. We call it metal foil. Is it sticking to my magnet? No, it's not. And that is because, children, this metal is not iron. It's a metal called aluminium. It's a very special metal. It's a very expensive metal and it's hard to make, but it doesn't have magnetic properties. So even if I scrunch it in a ball, let's see if that makes any difference. Can I pick it up? I just can't. Coins are quite interesting. So I'm going to put lots of coins on here to show you. And they're all different ages. And that's the key to will they stick to a magnet or not. Some types of coin will never stick to a magnet. £2 coins, never stick to magnets. I wonder why not. So that's going to have to go there. That 5p does stick to a magnet. So can we say all 5p's stick to magnets? Well, there's 5p. Spot the difference. Not interested, not moving. How strange. That 5p, definitely magnetic. I wonder why that is. 10p, magnetic. 50p, really uninterested, does not want to stick to my magnet. Down it goes. Pound, nope, not magnetic. 20p, nope, not magnetic. How strange. What's your prediction for this penny? What do you think? Oh, and look, the 2p's stuck as well. So those are magnetic. Another 2p. So surely this 2p is going to be magnetic. No. How confusing. 50p. No. 50p. No. So why are these coins magnetic and these ones not magnetic? I'll tell you. It's to do with the metal inside the coin. So all of these coins have got a lot of steel in them, which is made of iron, and iron is a magnetic metal. These coins, although they look the same, have a lot of nickel in them, and nickel is not a magnetic metal. Finally, here's my necklace. It's made of 18-karat gold, and because I'm washing my hands so much at the moment, I wear these rings around my neck. They're my wedding ring and my engagement ring, and they are gold. Is gold a magnetic metal? It's moving only because the magnet's touching it. It is not sticking to the magnet. So gold is not a magnetic metal. So perhaps if you're interested, you could get a handful of coins and see if they stick to a magnet or not. And a lot of it is to do with the date on the coins. They changed how they made 2p's. So this 2p coin is really old. It's about 45 years old, this one. But these ones are much newer and they've got much more steel in them, and that's why there's a difference. Hello, Year 3. Here's an activity that you could do as part of your science. So we've just talked about coins and things that stick to magnets. So the second part of this week's activity is thinking about where do we come across magnets in real life? And it would be really nice if you could have a go at drawing some simple pictures of magnets being used. So, for example, it's quite common to see the horseshoe-shaped magnet. So we just have actual magnets that are used to pick things up. So you could just draw some simple pictures. And you'll notice there's an N and an S on each end of your bar magnet, this is called. I wonder what that's all about and why that's there. That's called a horseshoe magnet for obvious reasons, and there are different shaped ones. When I did a previous science video, I showed you some fridge magnets in my house. So fridge magnets are a really good example of magnets being used in real life. And here I've got some magnetic letters that we use in school to show spellings. So have you got any fridge magnets stuck onto your fridge? Perhaps you could take a photograph of them and send it in on our email address. That would be lovely to see. Or could you have a go at drawing one of them? So one of my fridge magnets was in the shape of a Russian doll. So she had a nice smiley face and she had a sort of flowery dress, and I could do a simple drawing of my fridge magnet. The other good example is in your packs, you've got a picture of a scrap metal yard. And there's a big digger with a huge magnet on it that's being used to pick up chunks of metal and put them into a crusher. So maybe you could have a go at drawing a big machine that picks up bits of squashed car and picks them up and puts them into the crusher. They're also used for sorting rubbish. So I've just spoken to you about different metals. I said that aluminium was a really expensive kind of metal. And when you put that tin can in your recycling, it sticks to a big magnet in a machine, and that's how all the expensive aluminium gets recycled. And also your can's made of steel. So have a bit of research. You don't really have to make a poster, but if you want to make a poster with some drawings on it of any real magnets that you can find around you, for example, some cupboards' doors shut with magnets clipped to them. And I've thought of the magnet on the fish tank that I use to clean the glass. So there's lots of examples in real life. Perhaps you can make a poster, take some photographs, or just do a bit of research. And the final task is, why not have a look at the videos? Mrs. Davies has very kindly put some links onto the title page of this video, and you can have a little watch on the BBC educational videos about some real life magnets that you could perhaps draw on this poster. And finally, a nice craft activity. You've got a little funny strip in your pack. And this is actually magnetic tape. And it's got a sticky back. So this side is the magnet. So it should, if I get something that I know is made of metal, I'm hoping it will stick to the magnet. So you can see this is a very thin strip of magnetic tape. The white side is sticky here. So it's like a sticker. You can peel the back off. And what you can do is you can make yourself your very own fridge magnet. So I'm going to do a super fast rubbish one. Have a guess what I'm going to draw. I bet you can't guess. Iska, I bet you can't guess what I'm going to draw. So here on my piece of paper, do a little picture of whatever you like, but make it good. If it goes wrong, you can abandon it. So I'm just showing you a really terrible example. Were you right? Did you guess what I was going to draw? When you've finished your drawing and you're really happy with it, take your time. This is just a rubbish example to show you. You can see how quickly I'm doing it. It's not great. Cut your picture out much more carefully than I'm going to. I'm just showing you quickly. You could actually stick some fur on it and make it a furry fridge magnet if it was an animal, but that's up to you. It depends what you've got around your house. When you're happy with your creation, peel the backing off the magnetic strip. Stick your picture on the sticky side, and then you should find you've made yourself a magnet. So if I see if it sticks to my scissors, imagine that's your fridge door and you've made your own personal fridge magnet. Maybe you could make one as a present for somebody you love. Have fun. See you soon.